Hello, today I'm going to show you how to fix the error codes 0102, 0100, and 0103. Now, so we've got the three red lights, 0, 1, 0, 2. Now, to show you that I'm not lying, that it is actually broken, and I did get this thing for $5. Just going to let it do its thing again. 0, 1, 0, 2. Now sometimes this one has gotten all those error codes that I just said, it has gotten all of them. So I'm just gonna unplug your system here. Let's take our system. Now I just have to adjust the tripod here. Okay, now this is the supplies we're going to need. So let's get this thing ready. Okay, here's the supplies we're going to need. Some rubbing alcohol, a bunch of Q-tips, a brush to clean the dust, or you can use a compressed air can. The screws for our fix, you need 2 metals and 2 nylons for 1 screw, and you're going to need 4. This is just for one heatsink, it's not for both. There's nothing wrong with the CPU. It's the GPU, and we took an x-ray scan. I'm going to need some pliers to get these little notch pieces out. I'm going to have to get these little notch pieces off of the heatsink with this. The pliers. You're going to need a T10 screwdriver and a T8 screwdriver. I think you can really see that. It's just a T8. And you're just going to need a small one of these to get 2 clips off. And this to tighten those screws. And this to get some more little clips off. And then the thermal paste that you're going to replace it with. And the tape to hold in the screws. Okay, well let's get started. Okay, we got our Xbox. Taking off the faceplate, you just put it like this and pull. Comes right off. So we just put that aside. Then we get our long, small screwdriver and put it into these 2 small areas here, and just to get the clips off. There's 1. There's 2. See, it came off. Oh crap! It went back on me. Okay. Now we're going to take our other really small piece to get some clips along the sides, on both sides. Just like this. Where's that one? Now there's one behind this little notch that you have to take off. This piece just comes right off. You just put it aside, hit the clip, you got that piece back off. And then you put your little rubber foot back on. And then you go on your other side. Here, I'll just get them all like this. That other side came off for me. I'm just getting it from below here. I'm just going to get this one. And the bottom piece comes off. Now, we're going to try and get these 2 clips with the same little piece here. If the smaller it is and it fits in, then you're not going to damage the plastic right there. And then, so there's a whole bunch here too. And you just kind of pry it like this. And go clip, clip. And you just push down right there and it'll unclip. And get the rest of these clips. Here, I got to do this a different way. Can't do it like that. I know it's not breaking. Not that, just pops off like that. You go to the front, take off your warranty sticker like I did, and you just, there's some bigger clips here, you just use your nail for that. Just like this. and then this whole piece comes right off. And so you got all your screws here. Just to get the top cover off is these big long ones. There's one here, 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 and here. But we're going to take off all the ones on the outside, or T10s, and the black ones on the inside. There's also some on here that are T8s. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that really fast, hopefully. I think the reason why this one broke is just excessive heat, and the guy didn't really take care of it. Now I do know what I'm doing, especially with other computers and that, but the reason why is that is because I got my A+ and C++ certification. And so you should have six of these long ones that hold on to the top. Just put that aside, and these little ones. I think there's 9 of them there that I just counted. The dog scratching at my door. Then we're going to take our T8 and take out these little black screws. And you want to be careful with these ones so you don't strip the heads on them. And to tell if you have the right fix or not, your Xbox should boot on the first boot. If it doesn't, you have a different problem. Because it checks for that. It checks over the system every single time you hit the power button. So if it sees that function's not working, it will pop up with the error. Once it is working, then it won't, without overheating it or anything. Which I'll prove here, hopefully. I know this method has worked before for me. Okay, so we got off. Oh crap, dropped one. Okay, we got our 8 little black screws here. If I can find the 8th one, I just dropped on the floor. There it is. Okay. Now we're gonna go to the front here. Our power button here, or not a power button, or a tray button. You just pull right there. It comes right off. I'm gonna put it down. Put our power button to the side, the top cover comes right off, just like this. We're going to put our top to the side. Here we go, we got the inside. Now mine's not too dusty because I cleaned it out before. And this little piece just comes off with just in the front here. Just pull like that. And you receive 1, 2, 3 more screws. They're T8s. They're the same size as those other ones you took off the bottom. Okay, I don't know if my camera's going to kick out in a couple seconds here, but I'll just continue if it does and just edit it all together. But now that we unscrewed this piece you just pull right out. Comes off. Now do not put this piece on a carpet or anything like that. Just put it somewhere. I'm putting it right there so you don't shock it out. You just pull up on your DVD drive and unplug the power and SATA connector, I think it is, just out, and then put your DVD drive aside. I recommend don't putting it on the carpet Then this thing, you have to, there's a clip there, but with mine, it's like a finger cinch up. The way this is funny how you take it out. Then what I do is, instead of unplugging the fan first, pull it out, and then unplug the fan so you can get your fingers in there. And you just flip that over, but just like this, you're ready to take out the X clamps. And I just use that little driver again to take them out. You just want to take out the one where your GPU is. I think I need a different driver for this. Hold on 1 second. And I don't know if it's going to cut out or not. Sorry about that, it cut out. And so all that you do is you take this, just kind of pry it. There we go. 1, 2. Now mine's a little bit stubborn to get out. There we go. Got the X clamp out. Let me just put it aside. And the heatsink comes right off. Now for the purpose of this, I'm kind of running out of time on my SD card. You just take these out. I'm not going to clean it because it's still new paste on there. You can find a whole bunch of other videos on YouTube on how to paste it. All that you do is you just get it on there, twist it, comes right off. You just have to crack them off first, and then you can just thumb screw it right off. Okay, take them off. Just put them aside just in case. You never know if you need them or not. Now where did that last one go? There it is. Okay, our next step is getting our screws ready. Now the way you want to do it is you want to have a metal against the screw head and then a nylon on that. And you save a nylon and a metal. The nylon goes on the board and the metal touches the heatsink. So you want to get that ready for all your screws. Getting all this ready as fast as I can. Okay, now you want to flip your board upside down. Be careful with your board that you don't knock any of those capacitors or anything. Now make sure you have the nylon on that. You just pop it in. Crap, I dropped the screw. Okay, and then you just put that last one in. Now you want to take your tape. Doesn't matter what type of tape you use, and I'm using packaging tape because it works really nice. Now I'm trying to cut it here. Okay, now what you want to do is take your tape, just put it over top of these screws. And make sure it holds onto there. And you can flip it over, and your screws stay. Magical. Then you want to take your washers, you take your nylons. Here, I'll just grab on these nylons. Okay. Dropped one. Crap, dropped another one. Okay. Okay, Okay, you got all your nylons here. Now you're just gonna put them on top like this. Now there is, like, you've seen some tutorials that just show where you just put the nylons on the top. But if you also put these metal ones on, I'm putting on the metal ones over top of the nylons, it actually puts the correct amount of space on them. It gets the correct amount of space on it, so that you can tighten them all the way without any other problems. Because you'll end up getting another air code. Now you just kind of put it on there, on the back. You just kind of peel off the tape to the screw. You hold onto the screw, kind of put it on a tilt like this. Kind of turn the screw until it catches. Okay, with that one caught, now I'm doing the next one. Okay, got another one on. Throw your tape away. Oh crap, I think I just dropped the washer. Yes, I did. Crap. Okay, see if I can get this back on. Okay, now my camera cut out when I was trying to put in the screws. But I forgot a step. First of all, you have to take out the metal washers on the top. You just leave one nylon on the top and a metal and a nylon on the bottom. And you turn it on. This is how you get it working. And this is not overheating it or anything. Okay, you just turn it on. It's going to be like, the hell, 3 red lights? But if you see here, I'll redo that again for you. It came on way faster. Like before, you would have to wait a bit for it to turn on. Now it just comes right away. Now this is error code 0020, which is over torquing of it, and you hear the fans kick up from that. So what you want to do is you turn it off and take off your cover, unplug it, and the screws. You want to tighten these again all the way. So what you do is you detighten them a whole screw length on each one. Okay. And you plug it. This is the part that takes a little bit of time to do. You slowly plug everything back in again. Give it another boot. There we go. Now, you want to cut it off. That was using without heat. Now, it is still running cold, but fans kicking up because you don't have the... I don't know if this is with others, but I've noticed that it's just without these metal washers it starts doing that. So usually once you get these metal washers in, it will stop. Now, I'm just kind of cutting it out before because putting those screws in with the tape and everything is just a pain. But so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put these metal washers on and just put the screws underneath the heatsink there. So I'll restart it in a second here. Okay, I got the other screws in, like in my last little part there. Now if you're watching, I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but there's this number here, 114-00F. If you've been following that, then that will definitely clarify that this is the same board. It's not a different board. And so now that I got it in, I have the metal washers and the nylon washers on the top here. And it should work. What the hell? Okay, you see 3 red lights? But it's working. This is for real. This is the 3 red lights and it's working. and the fans are kicked up. Okay, let's connect my controller to it. That probably won't pop up. Let's see. Look at. It's working with the 3 red lights. I'm like, ah crap, I just messed up this video. But it's working on there. What the hell? Fans up, kicked up and everything. Here, I'll show you. Okay. Now when I press A, the system should turn off. A. Wait for it. It's turning off. See, this is turning off. It's just doing that little check thing when you have updates. See, now it turned off. I wonder if I'll do it again. Oh. Well, it didn't do 3 lights. But it's working. Well, that was pretty funny for trying to fix it. Pops up with the 3 red lights just as it's working. I'm thinking, oh crap, now I messed up my video. But see, it's working. Oh, and I forgot to put the black screws in for the CPU. That's why the fan's kicking up a bit. So yeah, I'm gonna throw it all together and I'll show you that it does play games. So I'm just gonna stop it for now. Hello YouTube. This is the last part. I didn't know I was gonna make this, but I forgot one more thing. With metal washers, you want to leave them out for longer than like you have to leave them out for a bit. So that'll kind of fix itself before you put them in. So what you want to do is you want to turn on your system just without the metal washers after it's working. Kind of. Just like let's just show you what I'm doing on here. Like I don't have any storage drives in there, so. And just to let you know, this system was refurbished by Microsoft in 2008. It's an 06 Xbox that was refurbished in 2006. No, it's an 06 box, refurbished in 08, and it broke in 2011. So 3 years later. But apparently it was refurbished for the DVD drive, not the GPU which it has right now. Now, if you want to play a game that is graphics intense, to heat up the GPU heatsink, which is underneath the DVD drive there, you want to play a game that is more graphics intense. So, some games that I recommend for that is Midnight Club LA, which I'm playing right now. But some other games you can play would be Modern Warfare. Wouldn't be too bad. It's not the most intense game. But one is Halo 3 and I think how it's called. ODST isn't too bad. And Reach. Most of the Halo games, they're mostly designated to the GPU. Because if you heard anything about the E74, that was from people were getting it a lot from Halo 3, and Bungie actually got sued for that. So it was Bungie's fault that the 360s were breaking from Halo 3. And if you don't believe me, do a little bit of web searching and you can actually find that out. But all that you want to do is just play for a bit. Now I'm a drunk driver. Let's go race someone. So I do hope this kind of helped. I wasted quite a bit of time on this, but I didn't give it any heat at all to fix it. It was just the screws. Okay, where's that guy? It's over here. I'm just going to do this one race and then I'll just say goodbye. This is just proof that it is working. Because before it would freeze, and once it freezes a couple times, then it would give me that 3 red lights. And when I got the system, it said it was broken and that. I plugged it in, it popped up with the 3 red lights, and then I rebooted it, and then it actually started working. It worked for about 5 minutes, it froze, turned it off, turned it back on, it froze again, it froze on the boot screen, it froze a couple times on the boot screen, and then it gave me the 3 red lights again. And then I made the video. Okay. So you just want to leave your system apart for a bit and play it like this. And you can try and throw in the metal washers and that will hopefully work for you. I'll keep you posted on how long this thing will work for me, if it will break again for me. But see, this is full proof that this system is working from that fix. Now, I'm sorry, but I don't know what sizes the screws are in that. I'll let you know as I got them from other people on that. But I'm pretty sure you can find them at Home Hardware or something like that, any like household building place like Lowe's or something, wherever you guys live. Because I'm up in Canada, so I don't know what's quite down in the States in that. So I guess I'll just let you go. But here, I'll just show you that this is the Xbox playing this game. Okay, here's the Xbox. Let me just go to the guide screen. Let me stop this thing up. Okay, I'm going to go into the dashboard. I'm just going to eject the game. There you go. So this system that I fixed, and here I'm just gonna show you. Let's see that there's the same code. I should show that at the beginning, but that's the same one if you were kind of following through. Hopefully this camera will pick up on that. This is some camera I got for free. But let me just show you here. This is part of your GPU heatsink. This is only with the newer ones though. It goes underneath, but this is a refurb, so they put that on. This is your CPU. My GPU is definitely warmer than the CPU. So yeah, there's no scratches on the game, so I don't know why it was. See, it was the game that was freezing it. Or not the game, I mean it was the system. But the metal rings, I almost said wing. These, I did take them out. You want to put them in after you play a bit. Play a couple hours straight or something like that. Just to really get, like, the other errors that it was popping up with, it was pointing directly to the GPU. Like, the error that it was getting 0102 is any of the backbone compartments, or well, any like major opponents in the Xbox, like your CPU and then your GPU, which under the DVD drive. I'll just show you in a second. Just waiting for it to power down. And the RAM. flip this up. Your CPU, GPU, and this little black chip right there, there's 4 of them. There's 2 here, 2 under here, and on the other side of the board. It could be any one of those. But it kind of nailed me out when it showed the 0103, which is cold solder joints in the GPU. And so, yeah, that kind of nailed it out. So I hope you like this, even though it was a bit of a confusing fix. But it does work. Try and play it for a while like that. And like, I don't know, 24 hours of total use on it. Put those silver rings on it. But play it a lot straight. And when you turn it off, leave it off for 2 hours before you go to play back on it. And so, I'll see you later, YouTube. Hello, dog.